guys, it's me, the Witch of the Wilderness. I hope you are all okay. So this is the next installment in my Witchcraft and Wicca series, and this one is all about pendulums, what they are and how to use them. So pendulums are simply a weight suspended on a chain that is allowed to swing freely from height, and it is a way of getting answers that you need to certain yes/no questions. So before I get into any of that, I'm just going to say that, like the tarot cards and the rune stones and the crystal ball, there are many different types of pendulums. This is black tourmaline, and then I put the skull charm on for a counterbalance, for a bit of weight in my hand. You can get crystal pendulums, amethyst, rose quartz, literally every crystal you can think of you could probably get as a pendulum. You can get metal ones, glass ones, wooden carved ones. They are a really simple, really underestimated, I feel, part of Wicca, as they are just as good as crystal balls or tarot cards, yet not a lot of people seem to hold them in the same regard. So you need to choose one that's right for you. Physically hold it if possible before you buy it, or pick one with a crystal that you feel drawn to anyway, which you think may help. So if you like amethyst, then maybe order an amethyst one offline if you know that the crystal is right for you. Because obviously during lockdown at the minute it's very hard to go to a metaphysical store because they are deemed as non-essential. So the internet and ordering online at the moment is our best friend. I must admit I am guilty of that too. So before you use it, before the first time you do a reading, when you take it home or when it gets delivered, I recommend that you cleanse it first. You can ring a bell around it, you can run it under running water, or even pour some moon water on it as a way of cleansing it. You can bury it in soil or brown rice overnight. You can waft sage smoke around it, and then maybe even follow up if you have any dried herbs such as rosemary, just to help to purify it. I would recommend carrying it with you wherever you go, so have it in a pocket, or if you're a woman, perhaps in your bra. Then it will help it to attune to your energies, that your readings will be more personal to you. So before you use your pendulum, you should hold it for a while in both hands and attune yourselves and familiarise yourselves with the energy of your pendulum. Then something I like to do personally, it's not a requirement, but before I use my pendulum, I like to hold it in my hands, and I like to say, I ask you to give honest answers that will guide me on my path. And that's just me trying to bless and respect my dowsing pendulum and ask it, through the energy bond that we share, that it will do as I ask. So you should start and you should say, show me yes, and the pendulum right now is swinging backwards and forwards. They can go either horizontally, vertically, or circular. So show me yes right now is looking like it is horizontal, as it is moving from side to side. I will then make a note, it is swinging from side to side, and say that this seems like it was in response to show me yes. You would then repeat this with show me no. And because there are three options, if you needed the third option of show me neutral, then that could also be written down as well. So that is now the movements that your pendulum is going to make for show me yes, show me no, and show me neutral, just to confirm if a pendulum doesn't seem to do much and stays still, that generally means that it is rejecting the question that you've asked it, or maybe more simply that it couldn't answer that question at that particular time. It didn't want to. Maybe it's more of a try again later question. So ask it warm-up questions if it's a pendulum that's new or you haven't used before or you haven't used in a long while. So ask it things like, do I live in the UK? Do I live in the USA? Do I like running? Is my favourite colour green? Just simple yes, no questions. You have to keep it very uncomplicated and very clear as well of the question that you are asking, and then judging by the answers that you already know, you can notice more your dowsing pendulum's energies and the movements that it's making by asking these questions beforehand, before you start asking the actual questions that you wish to use the pendulum for. So a pendulum is a tool that helps you to connect with the inner intuition that lies magically within you. Some people prefer to use mats as well, so they simply have yes and no at either side of them. So instead of asking them to show them, they will simply see if it swings horizontally or vertically. Then you can adjust the mat as follows, because it is circular and also opposite, so horizontal and vertical can switch. So that's a really quick video all about pendulums. I hope you enjoyed it, and I shall see you soon. Bye.